Sweet nectar. So, good morning, I say good evening to the other side of the world. It's me, the Lock Robster, the MNL48, bring you a new vlog, as you can see in the title. It's my MNL48 Interactive Live Review Part 11. And it's a big coincidence that I'm going to be reviewing the final 11 episodes of Interactive Live. Yeah, it kind of like ended in a whimper. I wish that it could have ended in a much more spectacular way before they moved on to the Kumu Live, which is what they're doing right now. Yeah, after 2 weeks of no interactive live whatsoever. But yeah, so I'll reserve more of my comments regarding that at the end of these reviews. So let's get into the episode. So speaking of the final 11 episodes of Interactive Live, it covers from episode 91 to episode 101. Yeah. So let's get to it and let's go here my notes for it. Okay. So moving to the first one, episode 91, aired on September 20 on a Friday. The members are composed of Team N4 members, which are JD, Ruth, Miho, and Daryl. Yeah. And I believe the October birthday girls for the Satan side were JD, Ruth, and Miho. Yeah. And I can't recall if any baby pictures were shown. Maybe there was. I just can't recall it right now because I guess the focus more on the episode was they're talking about their experience of the recently, at that point, the concluded handshake event. Yeah. The fourth handshake event, I would say. Yeah. And they also talk more about their past handshake event experiences. Yeah. And I believe girls were excited being shown pictures of themselves, what they look like during the handshake event. Yeah. And one in particular one, which came up, which once more JD very laugh trip for this episode once more. Yeah. So they focused the picture on Miho, and I guess JD noticed her manicure, yeah, on her nails. And I think JD asked something regarding that. However, Miho did not hear her question, yeah. But she started answering the other questions from, I guess, Daryl and Ruth, or from Facebook, I believe. Yeah. And then JD, showing in that episode, felt really slighted, yeah, and started pouting. And she started pouting out loud, as in, like, she said, like, kaya ako ino-ocean, hindi ako pinapansin. Like that. And Daryl noticed her. Yeah, so did Miho. And then Ruth explained that, because she didn't answer her question to Miho. And Miho was so sorry. And she wanted to answer her question at that moment. And they wanted JD to repeat the question. But JD suddenly went on a very funny outburst that caught everyone that caught everyone in hysterics. When she said, like, ayoko, huwag niyo pilitin! So yeah, so she was like half angry, half funny at that point. Yeah, so the girls were laughing, especially Ruth, and Ruth even talked to the director if she could hit JD for that outburst. Pwede ko ba siyang sapukin? Like that, because they're so caught unawares, and because of the hysterics that came out of that. Yeah, so I rank this episode as okay. Yeah. So episode 92 aired on September 24, Tuesday. Miho makes an appearance again with Amy, Colleen, and Mari, with Ruth making a cameo, I guess, towards the end of the episode. Yeah. So once again, these girls talk about their the handshake event experience, the one that concluded. Yeah. But then I would rank this episode as bad because, as you can notice, the girls they look tired. Yeah. I guess from their training or whatever activity they did before this episode got aired. Yeah, and to their words, masabaw. Masabaw sila, masabaw utak nila because I guess they're exhausted and there's a lot of laughing. Too much laughing throughout the whole episode, which I know left a bad taste for me on watching this. Yeah, so that's why I ranked it as bad. So going to episode 93, September 25. Wednesday, the members present were Deanne, Ems, Claire, and Ella. Okay, as they were talking about their handshake experience, the past one, yeah, the really recently concluded one. Yeah, I noticed Ella mentioned that she really is very conscious of her looks and wanted to really look good for the event. Not just for herself but for the fans as well. Yeah, Lemon loves. Yeah, but then I noticed something strange regarding this episode. Yeah, they only have two mics between all four of them. Okay, which you know every member usually have a mic, to talk, but for some reason there are only two mics. Okay, there are two speculations or two theories I can think of why two mics. Okay, one is the other two mics were broken or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Okay, second theory is I think this was like a way to discipline them because of what happened in episode 92 where the girls were like disorganized in a way. They were not, up to par in their performance of the last episode since masabaw ang utak nila. Yeah, so I think there's a way for the director or the staff to discipline the girls to focus on the live episode. Yeah, so only two mics, so they have to share it to concentrate who's speaking what. Yeah. So yeah, so I would rank this episode as okay. All right. Going on to episode 94, shown on September 30 on a Monday, composed of members Kyla, Eka, Bell, and Lay. And they talked about the upcoming team concerts, yeah, for each team. Though they talk about preparations and all that, but they can't really reveal much as it's a surprise for the fans. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much I got out of that episode. I can't remember anything that stood out besides that. So I rank this as okay. Okay, so going on to episode 95, shown on October 1 on Tuesday. Yeah. So it's composed of Shaina, Frances, Ella, Jem, and later Dana makes a cameo. I think it was toward the end, yeah, as well. Yeah, so once more, there's more team concert talk, like that. So yeah, nothing really stood out besides that. So I rank this as okay once more. Okay. So going on to episode 96, shown on October 2 on a Wednesday. The members are composed of Bray, Colleen, Ruth, and Lara. And once more, this is all Team N4 members present today. And once again, they talk about the concert, upcoming concert, yeah, of every team, yeah. But also something happened with Ruth. This is the second time that something came out of her nose and tried to cover up. Yeah, I guess it's sipon. But yeah, but what really surprised me with this episode was even the members got surprised because if you notice that all the members there were the undergirls, and they showed the teaser of Gingham Check. Yeah, the staff released it without them knowing. They had no idea that this teaser was going to be revealed. Yeah, so they were very much surprised because they were told that no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, but then that happened in that very uh, in that in their interactive live episode. Yeah, so I would rank this episode as good. hmm Yeah, because I was also anticipating that teaser as Cess was in it. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to episode 97. Okay, we're at the halfway point, somewhat. All right. It's shown on October 3 on a Thursday. So the members present were from Team L, and there were Grace, Sala, Isa, and Gab. Yeah, and once more, they're talking about their preparations for their own concert, Team L team concert. Yeah. Yeah, so that's much about it, and that ranks it as okay. Okay, episode 98 on October 4, yeah, which was a Friday. So this time, Team M2 members are together in this episode, which are Cole, Alice, Isabel, and Rance. Yeah, and they talk about their concert again, and I believe the concert was going to be was pretty close. I think they're going to do it on that Sunday. Yeah, I think it was like let's see, October 6th, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, because of this, yeah, I just ranked it as okay. Yeah. So episode 99 showed on October 8th on a Tuesday. So we have the members usually breaking away from the usual four members. We now get five members here, which is Amy, Marty, Ems, Tin, Miho, and we get a cameo by Alyssa in that episode as well. So yeah, so the members were talking about, I guess, the recently concluded Team M2 concert. Yeah, and the aftermath of it. Yeah. So yeah, I guess they're seeing how they performed well. Yeah, I forgot the tagline of the Team M2 concert. Well, just remind me, guys. Yeah, and also then they talk about their prep work for both the Team N4 concert and the Team L team concert. Yeah, and I would just rank this episode as good. Yeah. So going on to the supposedly historic, episode 100 of iLive. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't live. Yeah, the 100 interactive live episode was not live at all. Yeah, because from it was taped because as the members explained later, it was taped because I think there's going to be a scheduled blackout at uh, at 6 o'clock, which is their usual time to do the live, and they shot this episode early and taped it to be shown on the time of 6 o'clock. You know, for Lemon loves to see and for international fans to see. Yeah. All right. So, which is what's a shame, and that's why I ranked it as bad. Because I mean, it was the 100th episode. I mean, I would have expected, an extravagant episode. I mean, I would have expected maybe not all the members, but at least a big gathering of members for this particular episode, since it's the 100th episode. And maybe talk about past episodes which were their favorites, or things that happened, something like that, like a look back at least, and the first 99 episodes that went by. But no, they didn't give us that. You would expect it since it was 100 episode. And I don't think I believe this is the first time that in a season of the MNL48 doing the streaming or these lives, shows or season that they had, it never reached 100 episode. Yeah, this is the first time it actually reached it, and they failed in this regard, which is why I ranked as bad. So yeah, going through the members here, they're composed of Grace, Sella, Abby, Rance, and there's a cameo by Colleen in that episode. So yeah. So let's see here. Oh yeah, so the episode I guess featured most was the other girls bullying Grace again because of her age. Yeah, and let's see here. Um, let's see here. Okay, so I guess the members who were present, they reminisce their hosting duties, their first time hosting duties of an iLive episode. Yeah. So yeah, so Rance, Sella, Grace, and Abby. I believe Rance was the first one among them to host, which was episode 15, and I believe that's the Japanese episode. Yeah, then Grace at episode 17. I think she had a hard time with that one. Sella episode 29, and Abby, I think she did hosting duties a couple of times, which is episode 54 and episode 82. I think 54 was like uh show's co-host during the Mobile Legends tournament. Yeah. And in episode 82, I believe she was supposed Ali was supposed to be it, but I think Ali got was busy at school and Abby had to fill in for her at that point. Yeah. So the members also talked about the Team M2, the recently concluded Team M2 concert, and once again the preparation for the Team N4 concert, and as well as the Team L preparation. Yeah, and yeah, despite the episode ranking is as bad, because yeah, I already explained it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through that again. Disappointing. Yeah, we finally get to see the improv acting uh, uh, on Abby to be performed by Abby and Rance. Though in this situation, they were like it's not like the green screen standing up. They were sitting down. There's no green screen at all, and they were just like doing the same way, where a narration you have to follow the narration, all that, and it was kind of a mess. But at least we got to see Abby and Rance doing funny things. Yeah, for a bit, and I guess in some reason that's the saving grace of this episode. But unfortunately, I still have to rank it as bad. Yeah. Okay, now we go to the final episode. Yeah. Okay, so episode 101 was aired on October 11. Yeah. And it composed of JD, Alyssa, Danny, and Jem. Yeah. And so once more, JD being the laugh trip, the comedian of this episode. Once more, And let's see here. What do I write? Yeah. And once more, being Danny, she's quiet. Yeah, a very quiet girl. Yeah, I guess it's really hard to um to I guess improve on her, let's say, character or personality if you have these strong members that you're with, especially JD and maybe Jem. I would say maybe Alyssa to that matter. That's why I guess Danny leaves all the talking to them, and she just sits there quiet, and she'll answer a question when it's pertaining towards her. Yeah, and yeah. So let's see here. Oh yeah, they talk about where they're going to hold the Team N4 concert. Yeah, and yeah, I think yeah these are actually members from Team N4. I believe yeah. Video said yeah, yeah. Actually, I forgot to mark that. And yeah, and Jeb also talked about I think maybe a funny thing regarding Team N4 in which if they're gonna have a meeting, she either texts or calls on Ella. Oh, Team N4 meeting, and she always kind of like forgets that Ella's not part of Team N4 anymore, but of Team L. and and I think she cried about that because she misses Ella, being part of Team N4, and Ella being Ella. Sometimes she gets confused as well, like may meeting kami, like that, from how Jem tells it, before realizing that oh, Team L na pala siya, yeah. And also they talk about the MNL48 documentary movie, the ICYMI or I See Me. Yeah, that pretty much kind of like covers much of their talk through this final interactive live episode. Yeah, so I rank this as okay. Yeah, and then after that, I think there's a whole almost like 2 weeks that there was no episode of Interactive Live, and turns out that was the final one. And yeah, yeah. So it was a bummer that this whole series kind of like ended in a whimper. Yeah, it's almost like how to call this? I think a term would be it died a long and horrible natural death. Yeah, because I mean it was like left alone, like. But then again, if you notice some of my rankings of the episode, they didn't really they're more like okay episodes rather than there was no excellent episode that came out from the last 11 episodes, and the best rank came out was good. Yeah, I think on a couple of them. Yeah, so I would have expected, they would have given this a send off. You know, if they're gonna do Kumu Live, they could have done that in a way. Yeah, but I would have expected something like when they did MN Live, MN Laugh. There's like a finality to it, an end to it. Especially when they did Ice School, there was a finality to it too. It's almost like everyone was saying goodbye, the end of the season, and look forward to the next season. So yeah, Interactive Live was season 4, and yeah, it did not end the way I guess I or several MN Loves would have loved it to end. Yeah, which was a very damn shame about it. Yeah, but I would really cherish the episodes of Interactive Live because that's the first time I've actually, in a way, interacted with the members live. Yeah. So yeah, so if you've heard or watched certain episodes, they would read my comments, and I would try to leave one, make it noticeable so they would read it. So I counted out all my comments that got read by the members. Yeah, so it was a total of 18 comments that got read out on any of the live episodes. Yeah. So that's very good. Feeling good about you know having them read my thoughts or my questions. Like that. So and I didn't expect some members that that read it. Yeah, like Lara or Isabel, JD. I mean, I expected Belle because Belle, I guess, knows what I do. Yeah, and she called me Kuya in one episode. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I should list some of the episodes of my favorites, but I can definitely say that the episode where Ali and Joyce were like, yeah, dang, dang, dang. Those are my favorites. Yeah, I also like the Kenkyu Say episodes, which were featuring first time featuring the Kenkyu Say. Yeah, those also some of my favorites. I think like maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Cess when Cess was in there. Yeah, those are my favorites as well. Yeah, especially the Mobile Legends tournament. Yeah, that's I really like. Woke up early in the morning just to watch them battle it out. And it was like a good thing to see that Cess in a way became the leader. Yeah, and beat everyone like that to lead her team to victory. Yeah, and it's a shame that she's gone now. I don't know. Could be that her leaving was almost like the death knell of Interactive Live because she was really something in those episodes of Interactive Live. Yeah. So what else more I could say? Oh yes, I think me and another Emma Love, I forgot her name, were actually tallying the attendance of members. Yeah, as you can see here. Yeah, show that. There you go. Yeah, we're tallying the attendance of members on the Interactive Live. I mean, I did the same thing when with the high school one. Yeah, and let's see who is the top attendee among the members. And just as in high school, the top attendee is once more Sella with 23 appearances. Yeah, followed by Ali with 21 appearances. And the third one, going for the bronze medal, is Amy with 18 appearances. Yeah, so regarding the appearances, I also included their cameo appearance. I would include that as, it might just be a cameo just for a short bit, but, you know, if they show their faces, I count that as they appeared in the episode. Yeah, so Amy did that a lot in episodes of iLive. I guess she's always there. I guess that shows how much she liked to be seen on screen, and a lot of Emin loves you know like her. And I mean, uh, speaking of which, when Amy first 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 how to call this um, first impression of Amy for me was on iLive, and I didn't really like the way she handled herself there. It's kind of like that's not the way you're supposed to do it. But later she improved herself, and good for her. Yeah, and I guess she's part of my Oshi list in a way. Yeah, but keep on improving yourself, Amy. Yeah. So since Interactive Live ended, and now we're in Kumo Live, and I believe I mentioned it before regarding Kumo. I don't know. I can't really get into it. I mean, because the way that Interactive Live was done, it's almost like in a professional way, almost like in a talk show setting. Everyone's sitting on a couch, they're talking to us, Emin loves, talking about things. Yeah, it's Kumo Live is very different. Yeah, I mean, one is the wide shot for Interactive Live, which was good. And now for Kumu Live, you have to go watch the screen like this, and you can only like do 2 or 3 members in one episode because I think they're shooting it on this small, I guess, by the camera, a phone camera, not a wide angle lens from an actual TV camera or video camera. Yeah, so it's hard for me to actually get into it. Sorry, girls, it's just how I feel. I mean, I could watch the episodes when it gets uploaded on YouTube, and when I really want to watch it. And I think the one episode I only watched was for the reunion of Ali and Joyce. Yeah, which I was really wanting to happen on Interactive Live again, and it did. Yeah, happen on Kumu Live, and it was fun. Yeah, but on the others, I know, like I said, it's having a hard time for me to adapt to watching it because it seems like I'm watching an Instagram story video. Yeah, with the Kumu Live. So yeah, I mean, but then again, maybe along the future, I'm going to get to watch all the episodes. I mean, that's how I got to watch, the MN Life, MN Laugh episodes, as well as the first, I mean, the first half of high school. Yeah, just watching uploads that got on YouTube. Yeah. So there you go. I wish, concluding my review, I wish Interactive Live could have ended better. Yeah. But, there you go. That's it. So yeah. Uh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a review of the Kumo Lives. As I said, I haven't really watched any of the episodes except one. Yeah, and maybe I'm thinking of planning to do a review of the M and Life or and M and Laugh episodes. Yeah, maybe sooner than later. Yeah, but yeah. So just let me know. Just leave in the comments. Yeah. I guess I should say like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Locked Lobster. Yes, and any suggestions, well, put in the comments. Why am I repeating myself? Yeah. But anyway, that ends the review. The finale, somewhat, of MNL48 Interactive Live. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I guess I just had to say my usual closing line, courtesy from Amy. God bless. Show less. Okay. Bye now.